3, 2, 1. Hello there, Gia.
Blast off. Hello, good evening. It's
Good
an
evening.
exciting time to be alive today, isn't it?
Yes, a new frontier for us, you might say.
Yep, the iris dement of recording apps.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've broken our ties with Ringer, at least for now. Unless they try to woo us back, then we'll see what they have to offer.
Yeah, with a sponsorship or something. But yeah, we were just debating this new app we're using has a camera option, which is terrifying to
Yes,
us.
I think that's the proper
Yeah.
reaction, Gia.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my God, why am I looking at myself?" And so we were wondering if we put this on YouTube, but does anybody go to YouTube for their podcasts? Like,
I don't
are
know.
people
I don't think
watching?
so. And I just don't think it would help us.
Because before becoming a podcaster myself, I was not really a podcast user.
Yes, right.
So, and now when I
Mhm.
listen to some of them, I'm literally just listening. I'm not
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
But I know
Uh-huh.
some people do have a visual aspect. Like, don't Stone Cold and the Jackal do a
Well,
visual?
sure, yes, and I think the case could be made for why they have the camera on.
Are you saying the case could be made for why we should not have cameras?
I'm just saying I have a face for radio, I think. And and currently also an arm for radio because it's still got poison ivy all over it. Are you with me, Gia? Don't tell me I've lost you. I've lost you. What happened to you, Gia? Why does this keep happening to us?
Oh my God, are you
Oh, you're back.
serious?
You're back. It was just a little bit. I don't know what's happening, but I'm
Oh
just going to pretend
no.
that didn't happen.
Yeah, we're
Maybe
gonna
it's just,
pretend. Okay.
yeah, it's just like a reality check for us, I think.
It's probably my phone. Okay, we're sorry, people. We'll try to move on. Okay.
Yeah, okay, because we do have a lot of shit went down in Port
Yeah.
Charles over Friday
Yes.
and today.
Yes.
And the
Wow.
parapet once again.
The parapet. I was like, oh, I knew they were moving towards it. They were thrashing around. That cat
Oh, they
fight
were
was so
thrashing,
awesome.
yeah. I wonder
It
how
was,
they sort of rehearse stuff like that, you
I
know?
don't know, but that was so awesome. I
It
was
was
like,
very good. It was very effective. Yes.
I don't think any two people could have done that better. That was just so great.
You're right. Yeah, it
Yeah.
almost deserves a special category of a Demi
Yep.
Award,
Yep.
you know, best
And
cat
Ava.
fight.
Ava is like a cat with a mouse, like just,
Yeah.
oh, what have we here with the
Yeah.
envelope? And yeah.
Yeah, she
Oh.
should have known not to take her eyes off Esme, though. That
Yeah,
was
she churned a little bit, and that was
yeah,
a
yeah,
mistake.
that
Yeah.
was all it took. Yeah.
And do we know what's in the envelope?
Well, Esme had flashed back to when she was writing this letter, right, to her old
Right, but I
nanny,
mean,
and
I didn't hear anything terribly damning in that little flashback, so I wasn't
no,
sure.
yeah, I'm not sure what else was in there and why wouldn't she have mailed it, right?
Right. Well, I
Or
think
she
they
didn't
showed her
finish it,
like,
I guess.
yeah, she didn't finish it and she shoved it in that safe really quick, and I don't remember
Mhm.
what happened
Yeah.
there, but I just didn't hear anything that was
Yeah.
um a huge secret that would have, I don't
No,
know.
no, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, does Spencer know that she's still in touch with her nanny? He does, right? Because he looked
He
through that
does because he
box.
found a pile of letters,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's not really a secret. Hmm.
Yeah, so I didn't know why that was, but anyway,
Yeah,
so
anyway.
fantastic. And now she's gonna wash up on whatever side of
The Pennsylvania side of the river.
Pennsylvania side of the river,
And
and
Nixon Falls will be back, and then the
yeah,
Tano. She'll have forgotten who she is, and she'll be a lovely young country gal, and she'll reopen the Tano with maybe some of her trust fund money. And now you're gone again, Gia, aren't you? Um, but yeah, that'll be exciting, I think. Um, let's see what else. Keep trying, Gia. I can't believe we might have to abort this one. Iris, you've let us down already. Are you still there, Gia?
yes, I'm still here.
Okay, you're back. Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be really annoying to everyone involved, isn't it?
It is. We're gonna have to try another option, I guess, after this one.
Maybe if I
Um,
used my laptop or something instead of, I don't know.
maybe how old is your laptop?
Pretty old.
Hmm.
I don't even know.
Yeah, we got to get you something else, like a tablet or
Got to
something.
upgrade.
Yeah, maybe we should
Uh,
start a GoFundMe page
I mean,
for
I
you.
wasn't even. It's funny, like the laptop would never even came out until the pandemic, and then it was like
Uh-huh.
suddenly we had to start Skyping and all that crap.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, maybe we could do a test run with that next time.
all right.
But we'll just keep our fingers crossed that this is going to continue to cooperate
Okay.
more or less. Um, okay, so we had their cat fight. Meanwhile, we had a lot of courtroom drama,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
right?
Yep.
And
With Diane and
yeah,
Spencer's big reveal. How did you think Spencer did?
I thought he did pretty well. Although I don't know why he didn't bring up the pills that Esme slipped to
Yeah, like
Trina,
why is he
right?
withholding information? Yeah, like he has this really damning bit of evidence.
Yeah,
More
and more
damning
than
than
that too.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't. This is all a little bit frustrating. Maybe
But
he
I did
thought
like the
somehow
way he
that
waved
would.
his arms around today. Um,
Did he wave his arms around much?
well, when Nicholas was trying to tell him
Trying to
what that
talk to
he's
him. Yeah,
yeah, and he was like holding him by one arm and sort of gesturing with the other, like, but
yeah.
father, you know,
You know,
but father. So,
father,
yeah.
son.
It's like
Yeah.
that cartoon that like with who was it? That was, but father, just like we were talking about the mouse. It's like a huge mouse, but it was really a kangaroo. What
I
was that?
I have no idea what you're
Oh,
talking
come
about, Gia.
on! It's a Looney Tune, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm sure it
With the
is. I'm
father, the
sure it is.
father cat
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
son cat.
It's not gonna happen for me. I can't help you with that one. Um, but are you gone now? Or are you just pouting? Oh, sheesh, you're gone again. Keep trying. Um, I wondered myself when Nicholas was really trying to spill the beans to Spencer, how how is Spencer going to take this news since he pretty much has realized, and of course before his father did, that Esme is a psychopath. Um, so, do you think he's going to forgive his father, or is he just going to lose whatever bit of respect he has for him? Please try to talk, Gia, or we're going to have to pull the plug on this one. Um, I don't know. But it did seem like Spencer was coming around. And I'm actually what it made me think about poor little Rory sitting there in the courtroom thinking that he was going to be like Trina's hero just for supporting her. And of course, Spencer completely ran right over him with his big reveal. So no, no, Gia, no, Gia. Oh boy, Gia, I think we're gonna have to stop this one and try and. Oh, oh,
Oh,
now you're back.
oh, I'm back.
Yeah.
It's like Horton Hears a Who. Oh God, we are here. We are here.
um,
It's funny. You get very nervous sounding when I
I
disappear.
well, I am because I don't think I have that much to say.
You've got plenty to say. Just
But
you
that
made good
nobody wants to hear
observations.
just me, like,
Well, I don't think they want to hear me, but
uh, I think the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, right?
parts, sure. That's a good one, yeah. I did do a little Wikipedia work. Do you want to hear about it?
Sure. Okay. You mean you've got like 1 minute to speak, and that's what how you want to use
I
it? All
know.
right.
Well, okay, let me tell you my thought process. I was admiring Diane in the courtroom. I think
Yeah.
she's like like the way she dresses and the fact that
Yeah.
she can walk so beautifully on those really high
Yes.
heels.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Like, have you ever worn heels like that in your life?
Not on purpose.
Or even by accident? Like, I could never,
I
ever
don't
wear,
think
like,
so.
even
No.
wearing a small heel, I feel like I have to kind of spread my legs apart and stabilize my stance, like,
That is how they were intended to be worn.
that's true. Yeah. Well, au contraire. Au contraire. I know your dirty little mind has associated them. was sexuality and hypersexualness.
I,
Um,
okay, sure.
but did you know
Yeah.
that they started it more as a male bit of footwear? Did you know
Ah,
that?
okay. All right. I guess I can think of guys in curly wigs and stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah, but even before that, like ancient
hmm,
Egypt,
hmm.
was kind of when they first, and they were indicating an upper class status, but then
So
also
they just
like
literally wanted to be upper.
literally upper class. And butchers in Egypt also elevated themselves by platformed sandals to keep the blood away from their feet.
Well,
So I knew you'd
that's an
like that bit.
interesting. Like, yeah,
And
that
then
would explain why Ava might wear a heel.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's gonna be blood.
And also
Um,
it would be cute if Ryan started wearing heels.
well, and Cody, because they have a relationship to horsemen,
Oh,
like Persian
huh.
cavalry wore
Yeah.
them like
Uh-oh. You cut out, Gia. You cut out on me. And I'm not sure that I'm sorry. And I can't finish that thought for you because I was just barely hanging on to it. But you go ahead and keep trying to come back. We'll get back to our courtroom scene as soon as you find your voice again. Yeah, there was one mistake that our beloved Diane made. It seemed like she used Nicholas's name when she was questioning Trina, uh, and when she meant to say Spencer, of course. But that was the only time she made that mistake, and Trina didn't catch it. um, but yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know, and I like how they don't have the budget for an actual jury, so we never see the jury. I think that's fun. Um, they could have brought in, I don't know, maybe a couple of dummies, something, mannequins, maybe. Um, are you there, Gia? Please come back. I miss you. Now you might just not come back to be spiteful. Um, let's see, what else do we have? Oh, you know what I thought was nice, and this is completely on a different uh, topic, but also hospital related. Mac and Felicia at the pool at the Metro Court.
oh, you
I thought
liked that?
I kind of did. I mean,
Oh,
sure, it
hey,
was a
I'm
little
back.
bit corny. You're back. Yeah.
Oh, it was super corny.
It was,
Um,
but I thought, it kind of, I think they're sort of convincing as a couple, don't you?
oh, they're very convincing as a couple, but it's just they make him seem a little bit like stupid or something. I don't know, like
Maybe cute,
a little.
kind of
I
cute.
don't know, maybe too cute. Um, he had some odd bone structure going on there, like his shoulder bone. There was a bone sticking out. I don't
I
know. It
didn't
looked
see that.
strange.
I didn't
I don't
notice
know. I
that.
was like, wow, what's going on there? It looked like the bone would poke right through the skin. I don't
Huh.
know what was happening.
I don't know. I don't know
I don't
how
know.
to
I don't think
explain
that's
that
what
to you.
those girls were finding sexy, but
No, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But it seemed like to me, like he and Felicia, Laura and Kevin, they're just nice
yeah, they
two
seem
kind
like
of
real
solid
couples. Like,
couples.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Um,
just say one more? Well, a couple more things about shoes.
two more things. You sure?
Couple more. So,
Okay.
like in the same way that the butchers would wear shoes, like during medieval times, people started wearing very high heels because there was like so much excrement and crap in the streets.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You
That
know.
makes more sense. Uh huh.
So early on, the things were not sexualized with the
Uh
high
huh.
heel, and that happened more like around World War II era,
Yeah.
apparently, when it became
Okay.
related to female sexuality, like
Yeah.
the stiletto style heel.
Right, right. Well, and
Um,
Jordan wears a lot of those very high heels, which seems very
yeah,
impractical to me.
yeah, and well, and like you said, the sort of seeing sort of
Oh, now you're gone again, Gia. Unbelievable. It shows your internet connection. That's interesting. But up, there was a little blip of sound.
what? I don't
Up, there you
know.
are. There you are.
There I
Huh.
am again. What am I
Yeah.
doing? Am I doing something to it?
I feel like
Well,
maybe it
it doesn't
was.
like me talking about shoes, so I'll shut up about it. But
Thank God. Like me saying it doesn't mean anything, but if Iris says it, then you
I'll
listen.
listen
Okay.
to Iris. Okay. Okay, but
um,
yeah, Felicia and Mac are cute, and I do
yeah.
believe them as a couple. It's true, but
Yeah, it was weird to see them and like to have sort of a scene kind of manufactured around them, you
that's what
know?
it is. Every time they give him dialogue, it feels very manufactured. They're like,
Yeah.
we know we have to give him the scene, but what are the, like they had that silly baby scare
Yeah,
thing.
that I'm glad we're past that. But yeah, it
Yeah.
seemed like it's sort of apropos of nothing. And I guess they're working their way towards Felicia working with Sam, which
Yeah,
I
and
don't.
like, oh, okay, that brings up a good point. So Sam's sitting there having an iced tea,
Yeah.
and supposedly she's terribly busy on this case.
Oh yes,
Well,
very busy, very busy.
the trial's already happening, and you're sitting on your butt
Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
keister having a lovely iced tea or whatever that was,
Doing
and
nothing. Yeah.
doing nothing. And it's just kind of like Curtis, like sitting in the hospital. Like, I
Yeah.
don't, like, do they not understand the trial is in progress?
Trina couldn't have a weaker support crew out there, you know? Oh, now you're gone, Gia. So let's figure out what did you just do?
I
Oh,
scratched my eye.
okay, you're back.
Well, I
That's
scratched my eye. Was that it?
that was it. Iris. Of course, Iris isn't going to
All
want
right.
you to mess with your
All right.
eyes. Duh.
This is going to be very frustrating for people to try and listen to, beyond the usual
Beyond the
frustration.
usual. I know. I know. We'll give away more T-shirts to make up for this if anybody's
Yeah.
interested. Still
Yeah.
feel free to
Yeah.
email us at a table at the Tano at gmail.com. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and you mentioned that there was no jury. That was pretty funny. Like I thought
Oh,
maybe that was COVID related.
maybe, maybe, but it's funny when they look to wherever the jury is supposed to be, and the camera doesn't
Yeah.
move. Uh,
And don't you think they could have had, in the same way that they have like the sound of horses in that barn where there's only that one half dead horse, they could have the
yeah,
sound of
the
people
sound
kind of
of horses.
shuffling.
Yeah, that would be great to have
Yeah,
horses in the
horses
courtroom.
nickering away.
Yeah,
No, but they could have people like coughing and clearing their
yeah,
throats and,
yeah, uh-huh,
shifting
yeah,
around in their seats and just make us
sure,
think.
yeah,
They must
that's
have a
true.
sound man, right?
I think so. I mean, I
Some.
know they have someone who keeps playing Billy Libby, so gotta
Oh,
have
right.
somebody.
Did that
Yeah.
happen again? Did I miss that?
No, I not that I know of. It hasn't happened that I'm
Okay.
aware of. But I do have my fan blasting, and I'm usually reading subtitles, so I don't know if I'm hearing all the music right now.
Really? You're just
Yeah.
catching this. Well, that's why you caught the Nicholas thing, probably because you read it. I didn't notice that.
Also, well, one thing I did see when Willow was in the exam room
Oh,
with
yeah, that was the
TJ,
other big thing. Yeah.
and he was getting ready to do a blood draw, and he was putting on the surgical glove. I don't know
Yeah.
if you noticed that. It was like his very first time putting on a glove, and like all of the
No, I didn't notice, but
all of his fingers were bunched in like one. It was kind of funny. Guess he didn't
no, I
practice
didn't
that
notice.
ahead of time,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
they should have had like actually done the blood draw, like made it real, like real legit, you know.
yeah, Willow screaming.
Yeah, like you better, yeah, call the
Yeah,
phlebotomist. You don't know what you're doing.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
right? Phlebotomist?
Phlebotomist. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, Gia.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
didn't
that
like.
was what's. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I didn't like the way he was withholding information from her all that time either. I thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
don't
not very
know.
realistic. I mean,
Right.
sure, my doctor won't tell me the names of things also because,
That's very, very
but
different.
he's just a silly Billy.
He's like, this idiot will find everything out on her Google egg anyway. Why
I
waste my
did,
time?
and I did. Like I remembered enough of the lingo to look it up when I got home.
Do you read things off a pad to him when you're there at the
I
office?
should, I should pull up my Wikipedia for him.
Or do
Uh,
you have Wi-Fi? Can I connect my egg?
yeah, can I call on Google while we're having our appointment?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're
Oh,
a real favorite
doctors.
there.
I know, and they're so silly. I don't know.
uh,
It's
yeah,
good of them to
so
put up with me.
they have to be really saints, I
I
think.
the funny thing about me is I have these all these worries that are like not what I should be worrying about, and then the big stuff
Mhm.
that I should be worrying about. I'm like, oh really? You found what in there? Like I.
Huh.
But could you look at this
Do
one
we need
spot
to
on my
do we need to
skin,
circle
please?
back to that, what they found in there?
No, no,
Ay, ay, ay.
it's
Is
gone now. It's gone. It's all good.
okay.
Anyway, but okay, so the leukemia, totally saw that coming because you knew it was
Right,
going to have to be a blood thing.
right, right, and it's gonna have to somehow relate to, who her relatives are, right?
Well,
Like,
she's
any
going to
sort of
need like a bone marrow or
right,
something,
exactly.
Yeah,
So,
uh,
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, and there'll be some like something to do with the baby as well. Obviously, the pregnancy and
Right,
um,
yeah,
yep, yep.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, a lot of that was manufactured. Like the fact that she's not telling Michael, I don't know. Of course,
Yeah.
that's soapy tropey to not like to
Mhm. Yeah,
create secrets
definitely.
where there's no need to create secrets.
Right,
And
right. Yeah, yeah. I
although
liked how
my
though when
husband is
she's
like wishing I would keep stuff from him.
why can't you be more like Willow?
Don't tell me every single thing that happens with
Or
your
like
body.
Sasha who's talked out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, poor Sasha. It's not funny, but I was like,
Yeah, that
oh
was pretty real, I guess, both Sasha's side and Brando's,
yeah,
it's
I
frustrating, but it does seem like probably how that sort of thing would go, right?
yeah, yeah, they're struggling. I don't know any addicts in my life that have just like had a clean like okay, I'm good now, like stopped
Yeah,
and
yeah.
totally, there's been lots of falling off wagons and
Mhm.
back
Yep,
on and
yep,
I think it's a
yeah.
lifelong thing. So, as
Mhm.
much as I kind of hate that storyline for her,
Mhm.
um it's
Yeah.
realistic that everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so tired of the drug thing with her." It's like, but yeah, it's realistic that she'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
struggling that much.
Right,
Um,
and it kinda seems like I mean, to her, apparently, she hasn't hit bottom yet, right? So,
yeah, yeah, I don't
what's
know.
bottom gonna look
Yeah,
like if it's not, like,
yeah,
hitting a lady with your car and,
yeah.
having
Well,
sort of a breakdown on
I mean,
TV?
for some people, bottom is being incarcerated. It's
Yeah.
like being thrown out of your home and
Mhm,
on the streets, and
mhm. Or
so
having to
no.
listen to somebody talk about the history of high
The history of
heels,
high heels,
that
yeah.
sort of
I mean,
thing, yeah.
there's so much. I wish you would read it all. It's really quite interesting. Like, I'm just gonna slip in the fact that they didn't used to have like different left and right shoes. Like,
Right.
imagine that for a minute, if you will. Like, I never thought about that.
It
Like,
makes a lot of sense in a way, right?
I guess so. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, construction of shoes was probably not nearly as specialized
Advanced.
as it
Yeah.
is now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Hmm.
but sort of funny. So you could just put on whatever, be fine.
Right, right. Yeah. All right, Gia.
Okay.
I'll give you
Okay,
that
I'm done.
one.
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
let's see. So we got
Um,
oncology, we've got drug abuse.
mhm.
Um, what else did we have?
And well, it's still a little funny how certain characters just sort of fall off the face of the planet for a while, and you
Like
almost forget.
Terry,
Well, I'm thinking like Brad,
Christina,
and stuff like that,
Brad.
and
Yep,
Britt.
yeah, yep,
I'm
yep,
not sure. I don't know. I don't know what
yep.
I want at this point. I guess we should say it was nice not to see Cody, right?
Yes, yeah, for
Yeah,
once.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So that was good.
yeah, and
Uh,
Sam, it's not related to Cody, but Sam didn't bother me as much today. Like, I'd like to see more of her just sort of in a calm, non-girlfriendy role,
uh-huh.
talking about work or something like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
guess so. Sure.
Also, her
Um,
shirt had a very long string on it. I thought my cat would love that shirt.
oh, that's nice.
He's
Uh-huh.
wearing kind of a peasant thing with a drawstring
Mhm.
hanging off it.
Mhm.
It's like, wow, you
Yeah.
could not wear that near my cat.
I'm sure she'll make a note of that
Yeah.
if she's listening. What
Right.
did you think about Michael? You think he's Just
Uh,
completely gone over to the dark side.
the dark side. Well, he just sounds like a total. I don't want to say your word, but your
I know,
word.
but it is
Like
kind of the
on the
word that
phone. Yeah,
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 it's useful. And
yeah.
also, and this is superficial, but like his hair, this is more, I'm speaking more to the hair and makeup people, but he looked like a weatherman. Like his hair when he turns his
Uh-huh,
head, like he's got the like
uh-huh.
a very sort of done, sort of
Yeah,
sprayed looking hair
yeah.
for a young
Mhm,
man. Like
mhm.
I liked him when
Right.
he was growing his hair out a little bit. I
Uh-huh, a
thought
little
that was
shaggy.
but
Yeah.
maybe this is reflecting his uptight personality, like
Mhm.
not a
Maybe.
hair out of place kind of thing.
I suppose, yeah, yeah, and he seems like he's trying to sort of be a shark now, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, exactly.
uh,
Yeah.
like a
Oh, hey, I had
professional.
an outside show tie-in to General Hospital that I just
Okay,
discovered.
okay,
Totally off topic of these episodes, but I just want to
yeah,
know if you remember. Do you remember Anthony Zaccara?
yeah, sure, sure.
So I have been rewatching all of Hill Street Blues from the beginning.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Mhm,
So that was Belker. Do you remember
mhm.
Belker?
Yeah, he's been around a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, and after I
Mhm.
found that, I was like, "Oh, of course that was him," because I
Yep.
remembered Anthony Zaccara always creeped me out. He was had a
Yeah,
super creepy voice and a manner
yep.
about him, and he was just
Mhm.
like, "Oh," I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh," and now I totally can't unsee that when I'm watching Hill Street Blues.
Right,
Um,
sure, sure,
but so
okay.
he was a little character that like kind of a loner, but he was actually what had like the most humanity of any character. But he
Mhm.
would leap on people and bite them uh,
Right, right, yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
growl at them. And anyway,
Yep,
so
yep.
long career there.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of these I mean, the soaps are good for, keeping people going, I think.
Yep.
Starting
Yeah.
them out and keeping them going. That
I think
reminds
that
me
character got killed off, didn't he? I
yeah,
can't
I
remember.
think so, although, yeah, I think
He was
soap opera killed off.
Claudia's father,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Um, when I was talking about Rory, you were muted.
I was
Did you
absent.
feel a little bad for Rory in the courtroom?
I did. Poor delicate
Yeah.
thing. He's a very
Yeah.
delicate character.
You could almost see him thinking, "Oh,
Yeah.
come on."
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was winning. I
Yeah.
was winning. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Spencer's like I like how Spencer is very single-mindedly focused on Trina. Like
Yep.
when Joss was trying to talk to him and sort of like say like you actually did a good thing. He's like, right, right, yes,
Yeah.
like like
Yeah.
doesn't give a crap. He doesn't give a
Right.
rat's ass about what
Right.
she's talking about or anything she thinks of
Mhm.
him or
Mhm.
he's single-minded. He's still like a prince.
That's true. Ironically, since Esme is the prince.
Right. Oh, yeah, good one. But he's still just an arrogant, spoiled brat, and he just
Yeah.
did the right thing this one time. You were
Yeah.
asking while I was in purgatory there,
Mhm.
what did I think his reaction will be when he finds out that Nicholas slept with
Yeah.
Esme?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll have a total hissy fit.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Or he
Oh,
could just
completely.
couldn't don't you think he could just laugh and say, "My god, you're an idiot."
Um,
Maybe
well,
not.
maybe, but it would be with scorn and
Yeah.
and
Yeah. And it will kinda give him more ammo to kinda
yeah,
keep a
it'll
distance
he'll like
between them 2. Yeah.
yeah, he'll hold it against him for sure, and
Yeah, didn't you could you see in Nicholas's face when Spencer was talking about how he knew Esme was, like,
yeah,
guilty
like
and
wish you would have clued me in. Yeah,
yeah, like,
yeah.
"Was I the only one who didn't see it?"
Well, he was the most stupid of anyone around.
Yeah, and
Sad.
that does seem like that's doing him a bit of a disservice because I didn't think he was that dumb.
You know what would be interesting is if we had Esme found,
Mhm.
but in a coma,
Ooh,
but
uh-huh.
also at the same time pregnant with Nicholas's love child. You know, like, and so it'll be
Wow.
like a Nina sort of rerun.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Um,
Interesting.
could
Hmm.
happen. Could
It
happen.
could happen. That's like a real soap opera kind of a thing. Oh, geez, now we got the
Oh
doggy
my
chiming
goodness.
in. Yeah, B
Oh,
B
and
doesn't
speaking
like that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, speaking of parentage, did you notice when Felicia was speaking about joining Sam,
Yeah.
she's talking about, yeah, yeah, you heard it, didn't you?
I just can't believe it. I just don't know
So
how that could have happened.
it probably won't be true because why would they
That'll
hint at
be
it
like
like
the
that?
red herring.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I
Do you
can
know they
start
use red
gloating
herring
now.
in eyeshadow?
What? So
Oh,
what
sorry, I was
now?
just trying to work in more useless facts for you.
Oh, is that what you're gonna start doing now? Because I thought you'd given that up a while ago. What
I've
changed,
been
Gia?
doing it a long time. And this stupid Google egg you gave me is helpful in that. Like, I was
Hmm.
asking it the other day, like, why is my tortoiseshell cat so wonderful? And it tries to answer.
Oh, man. Oh, there's
Bless
probably a
her
whole
heart, she
team of
answers
people
me.
gathered around at the other end, like, wow. Do you think anybody's keeping an eye on her? Who is this
But it
Rory?
answered
Is she
me.
actually married or is
It
that her
answered me. It was
imaginary
talking about how
boyfriend?
special tortoiseshell cats are as far as their
Hmm.
personalities and everything.
Hmm.
I was fully satisfied with the answer I got.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Gia. I'm
I don't know
glad.
what I don't know what you had in mind when you sent this. If
I
you
thought you
didn't,
might just listen to music.
I do the Bee Gees every day. Um,
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh.
except the Bee Gees station likes Paul Anka as well, and
That's
I do not understand how that guy made it
yeah,
for as
I
long
know
as he
some of
did.
their little algorithms or whatever I think are sort of failures. Yeah.
He sounds like a
But
woman. Not that that's wrong, but
okay. Uh-huh.
I don't know. I mean, have
Hmm.
you listened to any Paul Anka lately? I mean,
Not lately, no. No. Maybe not in like
do you hear laughter in the
35
rain?
years. Wait, isn't that Neil Sedaka?
Oh, is that Neil Sedaka? I've got the wrong
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Well, they
Whoopsie. Now you've exposed me as a fan of Neil Sedaka. Well done.
what did Paul Anka sing?
Having my baby.
Oh,
That would have been kind
that's
of,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Okay. Uh,
And some other stuff too, but
that's what Nicholas is going to be singing.
yeah. I'm in that.
Well, that's a complication they could have for later on down the line, like
Mhm.
they could
Mhm.
have a child appear at any point and
Oh,
explaining
yeah, like you
away.
mean if Esme disappears?
Yeah, yeah. They
Yeah.
could have
Mhm.
the evil spawn of
Yeah.
this. Um,
The eviler spawn?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Of
Yep.
the sub variant. It'd be a sub variant.
Wow, yeah. I don't know. I
Uh,
mean, I guess it was fun to watch her go over the parapet, but yeah.
oh, I so knew it was coming as they're
Yeah,
scrambling around. I was like,
yeah.
yes, but I didn't know who was going to go over. Ava's already been over it once that one
Yeah,
time,
I think you only get to go over it once.
but she
Um,
bounced.
but did you it seemed like she was far enough away from the edge that Nicholas should know that she didn't push her, right?
I think he might have caught the fact that she didn't push
Yeah.
her. Like, I mean, you could see that obviously it was an accident, but maybe, I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. I
And
have to
but
watch.
to anybody else, nobody would ever believe that was an accident,
No, probably not. Probably
right?
not. So there'll be another trial. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, yeah, probably. Or just, it'll be, another, yeah, unfair kind of a persecution of somebody who's really just trying to protect her
She did
fam.
give her a good smack earlier, though.
That was
That was
good.
nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
good.
For a
But that
person who
Esme.
doesn't like violence, you really kind of enjoyed that violent
Well,
scene.
yeah, I know I suppose that's true, but if anybody deserves a slap, it's Esme,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, I guess so. I bet they enjoyed doing that scene.
I bet they did too. I bet that's really fun for them.
It reminded me of high school.
Wow. Okay.
Didn't you ever have fights at your high school? I was never in any fights, but
No, I
we
don't
had the
remember.
we
Nuh-uh.
had one building that, well, I think it was V building. V building. It was where my home room was. But anyway, it was kind
Uh-huh.
of the more notorious for fights.
For
I think it was like the Votech building or something, you
huh.
know.
Uh-huh.
That was
Okay.
where the pot smoking and the fights and stuff would happen.
V as in Volanino's gym.
Volaninos. Oh yeah, we had a brick
A brick.
appearance.
Yeah.
And so he's on to Dex, I think.
I think so.
Smells
Yeah.
a rat.
Yeah. Shouldn't be hard to smell a rat there, I don't think.
I like when Brick comes on. Yeah, he had the nice Volanino's sweatshirt on. You think
Mhm.
I'm sure we can get those from their website.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that, won't we?
I wore my T-shirt the other day, the blue one. It was quite nice.
Oh, yeah, good, good. Yeah,
Yep, yep. I even
thank you.
like I put a little bib on myself when I had lunch. I like that's how nice it is. The rest of my T-shirts,
Wow.
I don't care.
Oh, that's nice, Gia.
Dropping
Wow.
the taco all down the front, I don't even care.
Mhm. Yeah, gosh, you're the total package, aren't you?
I know it, and
Yeah.
with the itching and the swelling and yeah,
Yeah, and the poking yourself in the eye.
yeah. But those
Yeah.
hornets, why do the hornets bite me? Or I don't know if it's a wasp or hornet. I'm gonna have to Wikipedia that. But
Mm. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find
that
out about that next time.
really hurts.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gosh, maybe some
That's
ice or
shocker.
something?
Oh yeah, I did the ice. Yeah, yeah. I did the
Okay.
baking soda and the ice. I came flailing inside the house. Like
Wow.
ah!
And Rory was wishing there was a back door.
No, he was very kind.
Oh,
But
that's
our
nice.
water never gets cold here, so there was no like quick like
Oh,
cool down. But
uh-huh.
we had some ice. It's all gonna be okay. But it's like
Yeah.
that's twice in the past couple weeks. I don't know where their nest is, but uh,
Hmm.
apparently
Mhm.
I'm getting too close to it.
Apparently you are, Gia. You've pissed someone off,
I
I think,
did.
out there.
Mother Nature. Yeah,
Maybe that was their favorite plant that you pulled up and,
it could
you
be.
know.
Well, I'm not unhappy about that. I hope that thing dies a miserable death out there.
Oh,
Anyway,
Gia.
what else do you want to say about General Hospital? Anything?
I think did we cover it all? Oh, we had a little. And this wasn't really very. Well, I guess it was a little bit interesting. The Elizabeth Finn thing.
Oh, right. So what's happening to her on the stairwell? They're really doing a lot of stairwell scenes. I
Yeah, a lot
noticed
of
that.
those like weird angles, where
Yeah.
people are off kilter, I guess.
Sort of like a Hitchcock effect. Is that maybe what
Yes,
they're going for?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, was she was flashing back to Peter, and
Right.
are we supposed to believe that that sort of experience is part of like this fabric of her little,
I thought her
problem?
whole breakdown was over Franco's death.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's more complicated than that. I don't know. She
and do
did
you
say
think
she had
she
worked through her grief, which seemed like
said
wishful
that?
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think she's still kind of just trying to pull one over on Finn, like when she went back and kissed him and said "I love you," even though earlier her face looked like totally like,
Like, ah,
dude,
shit.
like, dude, you
Yeah.
better step off, like
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
when
know.
somebody says "I love you" and you say "Thank you,"
Mhm.
that's so nice.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it kinda seems like she's sort of splitting into 2 personalities, kind of, you know?
Well, she was in a fugue
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah,
And are
right.
we going to do multiple personality disorder now? I don't want her to be that.
I know. I think it would've just been more interesting if we'd had some sort of intense therapy sessions with her, you know?
Yeah, with Kevin, yeah. And
Yeah.
apparently according to social media it was her like big anniversary of being on the show for like, I don't know, 25 years or something. And like that's how
Yeah.
they're going to repay her for like
Yeah.
give her
That's not very
another crap
nice.
storyline.
Yeah, because 'cause she's been
Um
a solid presence on the show really for a long time.
and a really good nurse.
Super good nurse, yep. The
Yeah.
go-to
Um
nurse most of the time,
yeah, really.
although she's kinda slow to get those results back to TJ.
I know, and now like Willow's already gonna be like all up in arms about it without
Yeah.
any particulars, but
Yeah. Oh, poor
I
Willow.
don't know. I don't know where they're going with Elizabeth. I really don't.
Yeah.
Finn was kind of cute. like in a
Mhm.
sort of pathetic way.
Yeah, he's
Um,
seeming more pathetic. I guess ever since, Elizabeth started to tell him, he needed to back off, and he couldn't quite do that.
yeah. Where is Cam supposed to be? Speaking of
That's a
Elizabeth,
good question cuz yeah, he
he's
was
not in the courtroom.
right, and
Um,
you'd think he could have made at least one more appearance in the courtroom.
yeah, and I didn't see him at Kelly's when we went back to Kelly's.
That's true too. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
they're
talking
not
like it's a real neighborhood, like a real area where like when we went to Kelly's and he wasn't at Kelly's.
and you had a BLT and
Yeah.
I had a slice of pie. Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah.
no,
That wouldn't that be nice if we did have Kelly's?
it would be. Except
Gosh.
I'm on a super low carb plan right now. I just feel like I could fall down at any moment.
Oh
Like,
dear. Oh, that's all you need.
it really does like curb your hunger. Like I will say, like,
Mhm.
okay, it really does when you cut out the uh carbs. But
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, and it's probably mental, but I just feel like I have no gusto. It's also really really hot right now, so
Yeah, same here.
can't
It's
help but
very
do that.
hot here too, and
Oh,
I
is it?
feel like
Yeah.
yeah, feel like I'm
Oh,
wilting here. But
I'm sorry about that. Do you have any AC in your abode?
no, no, we just have some fans, but they're so loud.
Time to get on Amazon, get a little wall unit there.
These windows wouldn't really take a little wall unit in this big
No?
old house. No, they're those big windows that
Oh,
actually I've painted some of them shut. So that's
wait,
part of the
with a
problem.
with a nice aqua sort of or a green of some kind,
Well, it's
probably.
the trim, so it's white, but
Okay, all right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
But
no.
anyway, Gia, I guess
Okay, I'm off
I guess
topic.
we've probably wrapped up everything we need to say about hospital, and now I feel like I've got a mixed sort of reaction to Iris, and so
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably something on my end since it's always me. So maybe we'll try a different apparatus next time.
okay,
We'll do a
okay,
test run with a laptop or something.
and you didn't cut out in this last
Mm.
10 or 15 minutes.
No,
Maybe
but
that's
probably
because
probably
you
all
didn't
the
talk
people
about
have left.
shoes.
Yeah.
They were like,
Any
if you
listener we had is long gone,
yeah, yeah, and
evaporated.
we're not blaming anyone for leaving. Jeez, yeah.
No, no. They're like, if I listen to this any longer, I'll be in a fugue. I'm in a
I
fugue right
know.
now. I'm soaking in it.
Me too.
No.
I need
Yeah.
to take a shower. Oy.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh well.
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
Gia.
we'll watch again and see what side of the river that
That
devil
little
child lands on next
yeah,
time.
that Hellcat. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll
Okay.
try to be a bit more professional next time, although I believe we've set that goal for
Don't
ourselves
make
before
any
and
promises. Come on.
never yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm taking that back right now. We're just going to show up again.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's most of the battle, just showing up.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Gia.
All right. I don't see any off button here, so I hope you do.
Yep, I do.
Okay.
I'm going to stop it. Okay, so I'm just going to say goodbye.
All right. Good night,
Okay.
all. We'll see
Good
you next
night.
time.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.